Kier has known Renastir, or Ren as he calls him, for a few months now. A well-armed, burly-looking lizard folk showed up looking for shelter, and Kier welcomed him with open arms. He knew right away Ren wasn't the usual lowlander looking for food and a place to sleep. In fact, he's proven to be quite the opposite. A lot of the usual rabble that used to cause problems for Sanctuary steer clear now. Ren drove them off a couple times, and news got around pretty quick that Sanctuary was not a place to mess with anymore. Though sometimes Kier worries for Ren. He's caught flashes of a deep sorrow within him. The other day, he was helping to heal a young boy, and Kier could have sworn he almost cried. Still, he knows it is not his place to ask about such things. If Ren wanted me to know, I'd know, he thinks to himself while stirring his stew pot. In the catacombs below Kier and Sanctuary, Eamon, Renastir, Raiji, and Peter are discussing a string of drug-related incidents. They hope to find a lead to the androids, or whoever was behind the black crystal, by getting to the bottom of what's going on. Eamon has begun to explain his experiences with an android drug dealer named Zold, as we cut to him showing the party a fancy new device he acquired in their time apart.
Reach my bag more and take out, I guess out of game, what it looks like is those really old school cameras with a tripod on it and a lens and a big sort of billow, almost, like the really old school ones you have to sit still for like 20 minutes or however long to get a picture. It looks pretty much like that, but a little different. And on top is a little plate, and I set the metal plate on top of it. And correct me if I'm describing this wrong. Popping up from it is sort of this 3D image.
Made out of light. Yeah.
Showing what looks like a destroyed basement room. And I say, I managed to snag this. I gave a copy to Sister Wen and kept one for myself. She doesn't know I kept one, but this is the room I found the android in. And I thought I'd show it to you guys, see if you could pick up any more details. I haven't analyzed it since I was there.
Just the only clarifying thing I have is that the plate does not need to be on the device to show it once it's made. You just have to rub the side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would still do that just to set it somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it is it holds it, so that's good. Yeah.
As Eamon's saying all these names, I'm just writing them down and slapping them on the board and
for sure.
putting up more string.
But yeah.
So I don't know.
He says that.
Do you guys see anything in there? Could you maybe describe what the room
it's a pretty small room. It looks like a very clear hideaway. You can see what was at one point like a ladder to go up. It looks like there was a desk in the middle, and towards the center of the room was this big explosion that kind of tore the front off of a safe and kind of shattered a bunch of stuff in there. So there's not a lot to be gleaned from it because it's essentially an explosion. The only thing I will say is that it does remind you guys of the explosion that another thing has self-destructed before. Both like the big laboratory explosion and also when, Kuhara kind of self-destructed, so to speak.
And I would go into detail, pointing to parts of the room, saying there was a table here with various sort of machinery. It looks like kind of parts for Android type things being worked on a table. Upstairs, where you see that ladder was destroyed a little bit. Up that ladder into the main room was where the barrels and barrels and barrels of demon dust was. I also, out of game, I got a ring, correct?
A ring?
Yeah. From the safe, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. I had something written down like that, but that could just be nothing. So never mind.
There were canisters that at one point looked like they held something similar to the fluid that was in the rotating sphere of the laboratory in season 1.
That might be a thing. I don't know.
But I don't know.
You're good. You're fine. It's probably not relevant. But there were lots of things there that looked very similar to that laboratory we were in where we found everything.
Is there any writing at all in the picture?
The ledger I found was mostly just numbers and dates and such. Nothing really specific.
No names.
Yeah, it's just like payment.
Other than via no names.
Does Sister Wen take it?
Sister Wen, I believe, took anything of value. Like I said, she doesn't. Nobody I work with knows what I'm actually kind of investigating and looking into.
Is this took place in your district?
No, this took place in District 8.
Ward 8.
Ward 8, sorry, not District.
I'll kill all of you.
Sorry.
I explode into gore.
This isn't Hunger Games.
Yeah.
This took place in Ward 8. just in a house. I met Sister Wen and a couple of the cartel members there. But
Remind me again why you were at this house to begin with?
well, you remember Ostas, right?
Yes.
I work for him. He's connected with the Merchants Guild. He's actually, if you guys remember Sonny, he was Sonny's
could
boss,
forget.
who he referred to.
Dirty druggy.
So shortly after arriving in the city,
So?
those months ago, Sonny connected me with the great Ostas, who has connections in the Merchants Guild, and I did work for him. He knows a little bit about what we are looking into. I trust him, and so with his connections and stuff, I'd work for him, and he'd specifically send me on jobs to look into objects that were being transferred from person to person, usually on the black market, and would let me know if anything came up of the Android variety. And once he heard about these crystals, like the ones we saw, the communication ones, he let me know just this morning, and it all went from there. We can go talk to him sometime if you'd like to learn more. He did say, as far as my work with him, he is willing to sponsor me and whoever I may be working with to go into this. So if we need connections or we need anything really, we can go to him. He's someone I trust, and he's willing to back me and whoever I associate with in looking into this. You can tell it's very important to me.
The phosphorus, I want to touch more on what happened in the mines with you.
It's Peter.
I can call you that here. There's no one that
I'm
hears.
just trying to get you used to it.
Whatever. Anyway, so this crypt you found with the celestial writing, it was open when you blew up the sanctum inside?
It might have been cracked open when my explosives were used.
So you may have been the cause of releasing this?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know the tomb was there.
to clarify for you, Peter, as well, obviously it was behind something, so there's no way you can conclusively say you did it, but there's also no way, I mean, it, like you say, you blew up a whole wall of the thing, so it's definitely more likely that you did than you didn't, but you don't know for sure.
I'm not casting judgment on you. It's more so that if it was by your explosives, it is very unfortunate. But that does bring up the question of if this android had a large quantity of demon dust, how are the two correlated? Because it appears, or perhaps there is another spirit or demon involved, and that one just happened.
I just believe it opens you up more to being possessed.
True, but
And that the one that I released was just coincidental.
okay. If that's the case, there may be some other thing that this android is trying to summon.
You said you got information on the dealer?
Yeah.
How did that come about? You're the
Someone
one
was
that set that
bringing
up?
someone was bringing demon dust into the prison. I was asked to look into it.
I mean, we don't have to do this now, but I would like to act as fast as we can before. I've made a decent amount of connections in the city, and if I start disappearing for days on end, people may search for me.
I will tell you this. You, specifically Eamon and Peter, would have like two nuggets of information from their time based on what both of you know so far. Eamon, because you saw the ledger, you would know that whoever this Via is probably pretty well off. We're not talking like noble, but like they're definitely not short on money with the amount of money Zold was paying them.
And just the amount of demon dust that was involved.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of like why I pay so much. Like they're like that's a large sum of money to get. And with your time with the cartel, Peter, you would know that whoever it is probably has to at least operate exclusively within Ward 8 because drugs are kind of Ward 8's specialty. Getting drugs in and out of Ward 8 is notoriously difficult, like especially the amount that there is almost, unless magic is involved to a high degree, there's almost no way those barrels are coming through without getting checked. That's like red flag number one. So the demon dust is probably coming from within Ward 8 somewhere. The smaller amounts getting to other places, less so. But like if this Via person is the head of all of like supplying all the dealers with the demon dust, they're definitely operating within Ward 8.
I was just about to say, actually, in order to get this solved as fast as possible, if we can move discreetly in the night, perhaps I could show you to the place where I found all of this. I'm not sure in what state it's in. I'm sure it's being watched by the cartel, so it depends on how you feel the safety of that's involved. Like I said, they have no suspicion that I have any.
I feel fine. I'm a contract worker with them.
I know, but they would draw suspicions pretty quick as to why we're going in and out.
Well, it's easy. I was the one that got the name. I'm just going after loose ends.
But if you and all of us show up, we have to start explaining connections really quick when the famous fighter from the arena shows up alongside a contract worker.
I needed muscle.
And a mercantile man that just saw them a few hours ago.
Private investigator.
Okay. I just saw these people a few hours ago. So we can figure something out, but I'm not saying we can't. I'm just saying.
I mean, if you really need to, I could change your looks for 10 minutes at a time.
Yes, and also probably wear something that's less standout.
I will also, just to
reverse it,
give you guys options. You definitely know enough about this stuff to start trying to hunt down your own leads as well. Just off of probably gather information checks. Might be harder at night because less people, less shops are open, less places to talk to. But you could just go to taverns and such. You probably won't be starting by hunting down Via because basically all you have
just a name.
Is the name that's probably fake anyways. So what you'd want to look for is other dealers that you can talk to before they kill themselves.
Out of game?
Essentially, blow themselves up.
Out of game?
Yes.
Did we already read the letter from the Tau? Or John's letter? Or Raiji's letter?
No, that's not open.
Eamon started telling us about all this other stuff when it was brought up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get back to that then.
We could still go check out the house.
Yeah, I'm still holding.
Yeah, again, I did not say that to be don't go to the house. I'm just clarifying that because it's been a while since we played, and just hunting down stuff off rolls is literally a mechanic you can do as well. You have enough to go on to start looking for dealers, other dealers as well.
Yeah.
We could split the group.
That's what I was about
we
to...
We just take a different area.
Well, I was about to suggest if we did want to snoop around and talk a bit. I mean, the nightlife isn't too much different than the day life in that ward. There's no sun there anyway. I'm sure it's still fairly active this time of night. So
what time is it?
By around now, it's probably 9, 10.
Oh, it's still early.
So,
yeah, it hasn't been night too long.
I would imagine if Phosphorus wanted to go do some contracting work, maybe the rest of us could go ask around, see what's going on. I still have something, if you're okay with it, to keep track of you in case anything happens.
Fine.
All right. Well,
whatever you guys would like to do.
Real quickly, that letter, Raiji. What does that one say?
Oh yeah. Remember that bald guy that came up to us at the festival?
Yes.
What was his name again?
Nito Tau. Yep. That was definitely it. Yeah, so he saw me at the Coliseum.
I believe his name was, what's the correct name?
Naito.
Yeah, Naito.
I believe it was Naito, but close. I mean, accents.
Yeah, Nito.
Very close.
So yeah, he came and saw me at the Coliseum and he was looking for a Renisteer. He told me to give you this letter, but not to open it. Because it'll help you get into the palace or something.
You know, it's against federal law to open mail that's not yours. No, I'm just kidding.
You just became a Fed in the past couple months.
A bunch of guys rappel from the ceiling.
No,
we got him.
He said to keep it closed so you could go visit him at the palace.
Wait, bring it to him closed?
Yeah.
Basically, what Raiji is describing is the letter would allow you entry into the palace. It is not a letter for you. But, it kind of got lost in the Raiji translation.
Phosphorus, do you think you can reapply this seal in a way that doesn't look like it's been cracked?
Gotta take a look at it.
Could you do it? Yeah, it depends on the roll. Are you doing it? You don't have to roll unless you're trying to do it.
Oh, absolutely. 24.
Okay. Well, you got to open it first to reapply the seal. But, yeah. Also,
has he not opened it yet?
No, it's not open.
I'm sorry. I thought he opened it. Yeah,
No.
never mind.
Too late.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Well,
yes.
actually
I
closed.
specifically haven't opened it at all. So if that changes,
Do we want to take a look inside it?
Why do you want to go to the palace?
Could be a connection.
wait.
connection to what?
If Anito said that he knew something about you.
I sort of like my eyes sort of like widen for a
He
brief
said
second.
like a condition. I think he was talking about you being a lizard. Maybe he knows your parents.
Eamon is just staring very intently at Renister.
I just sort of like stun locked a bit.
Maybe he just likes lizards.
I will tell you guys, he is the one, if you don't remember, because it was a very small detail even at the time, that he did
He
linger
looked weird
on
at me. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that. He's also bad at storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
He did get last out of all of you at the storytelling festival.
I don't recall how much I told you about my death.
You were shanked.
Yes. But the reason I was shanked was because I was looking into another prominent family here, the Akio.
Mm-hmm.
Renister continuing on the theme of just slightly
Yeah.
fucking it up unintentionally.
And it's always a little
we are
bit
the
too.
same, Raiji.
Me and you, Spider-Man meme. Oh.
We're the same, Regi.
Reggie feature man. The Akio family. I was looking into some. I don't remember the specifics. That is part of what I forgot. But I would probably out of game. I'd probably be familiar enough that these families probably intermingle and like fight or bicker pretty frequently. I'd imagine.
So the three most important noble families that live on palace grounds. The palace there's actually not like really a palace. It's just a walled off, slightly raised part of Ward 7 where those three, the Noki family, which is the fifth seat on the council, they represent all of the nobles. The Tao family estate and the Akio family estate as well. You lived here. You know that the Tao are followers of Grimm. They are the heads of the Church of
Right.
Grimm. They are often very adept magical healers. Noki family leads the place. The Akio family is in charge of, and most of them serve in the Kari, which are the magic. They're not really like a secret police, but they exist kind of as the elite police. They are always spellcasters. And by nature, most of the Akio family has magic.
Like I said, I don't have much recollection of what exactly I stumbled across, but I know that the Akio family has a sort of secret police here in the city that deals in magic. There is a very distinct possibility that they may, whether or not with just my suspicious inclination of the family from my past, have a hand in what's going on, or if they are aware of what is going on. Regardless, if somebody knows about how I died, it's definitely him, the Tao.
Yeah. Also to clarify, the Kari are incredibly adept specifically against undead. Also, pretty much any follower of Grimm, like most people, especially followers of Grimm, consider undead to be the antithesis to Grimm. He is the keeper of the boneyard. To be undead, you were taken from him, essentially. So most, including the Church of Grimm, all those people, they
Wouldn't
often,
look-
no questions asked,
smiled
do not,
on me.
Yes, do not like
Although-
undead.
With my current state, I could be walking into the lions then, because they would not particularly look fondly on me.
Lions aren't that strong. I'll go with you.
I mean, you know I'd help you in any way I could, but what's more pressing at the moment? Demon dust and the androids, or
These could be related.
they could be.
I'm just
So
saying
where
we
to
don't leave
first?
any stone unturned. This would be something we would most likely have to do in the daytime, so that's not as pressing now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you knew that before I even said it. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah,
even
that's
if you got a letter to get in,
I'm
they
in the
probably-
palace now.
Yeah, they probably won't let you in at night. What's our plan of action unless anyone else has anything to discuss?
Are we splitting up tonight?
I would say it would look less suspicious if Phosphorus only showed up to that house.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll finish up a few things around here and then start walking the beat. You all...
I was saying we could go ask around Ward 8.
I will say, Renister also would be the only one that probably wouldn't be. You don't have to do this. Would not be an issue to show up with Phosphorus because they've already worked with you. So that would probably be a little confusing. And obviously, Raiji is. There's a chance they wouldn't recognize him, but he's a prominent figure within the city. So Renister is pretty okay to show up as well if you so wanted to. I just know you, again, you do not have to do that. I'm just saying that Out of the
There's-
three of you, he is.
I don't mind
answer.
going alone if you want to walk your own path.
Yes.
I mean, us three can go ask around.
I
Lord
will be
8.
asking around. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Eamon looks very intently, seriously at Renisteer.
There's just a slight, just ever so slight, wild, like, glint in my eye.
So,
Eamon shakes his head and starts to walk
where's
out.
the house at? And how do I get out of here?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Which one?
Not that way. Go the front way.
Okay.
Isn't there a bed on top of it now?
Ah, fuck. I guess it's a better time than ever. Don't try to get out quietly, please.
I'm
And
the most quiet in the group.
you guys didn't notice the giant gaping hole in the wall?
Oh,
I
that's
said
what that is.
quietest, not most aware.
So Phosphorus is going to the house where in Eamon Session Zero's old was. He blew himself up. Renisteer is going off alone.
I
Or
might be
staying
following
here?
Phosphorus.
Okay, but you are not
Not with him.
supposed to be being with the group
No.
at all.
Not with him.
Eamon and Ryger are going
Eamon
off
and Ryger.
together to gather information.
Yep. We'll
On
walk with
dealers.
Phosphorus as far as.
Yeah, because I
Ward
mean
eight goes.
he's in Ward
Take him
8.
to the bus
He's going
stop for
Ward 8
school?
as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Get his little backpack ready.
So as I show them the way out the back entrance of the catacombs, you said you crawl up out of a coffin, right?
It's like, think an enclosed tomb, but like surface side, where there is a like small tomb that you open up, crawl out.
So I say as we're walking, like, I've never actually been out this way. I just kind of assumed, so we'll see. And then as we get to the coffin, I'm like, holy shit, it's a coffin. And I try to like scoot it a bit. And I'm not quite as strong as someone else who might use this, so it takes a minute.
You see on the underside of the lid, it just says Renister was here, but W-U-Z.
Right, G sees no spelling errors.
He can't read. He's like,
And so I crawl my way out of the coffin and like help them out. And then I say, Phosphorus, I think it's time for that spell, just to know where you're at and what's going on.
All right.
Hold out your palm.
Hold on my palm.
And I press my hand on it, and up shows this glowing little blue sigil that slowly fades into nothing. It was a letter in Orin.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
I'll take
So
off.
cast status on you.
Bye, Phosphorus.
We're all walking to Ward 8. We can just go together from there.
he just runs up.
I actually wouldn't. I'd like to take a different direction because I don't want all of us being seen moving in the same areas.
Can I vibe check Phosphorus real quick
Yeah.
to see if has any other intentions?
Go for it.
Phosphorus, by default, always has other
What is it?
intentions.
Perception?
Yes.
It's a 7.
I told you the truth.
Okay, that's fine. Not that you've ever snuck off before. Just one.
No, never.
Sure.
So Raiji and Eamon are going to Ward 8 to just gather information.
I would give him my cloak again as we walk out of this ward.
Word.
I don't need it.
Please.
I would be trying to take steps to make sure I'm not followed.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you roll stealth? Actually, what's your stealth modifier?
Okay. 5.
5.
5.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you do your best to not be followed. Not be followed.
And then as soon as I'd get to the, before I get to the checkpoint to go into Ward 8, I would actually use my infiltrator's elixir
Okay.
to where I
Make you
look
different.
like a halfling.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they don't stop you. There's plenty of people coming, like Eamon kind of alluded to. Ward 8 never sleeps.
Yep.
And yeah, so you enter like that. Raiji and Eamon, you guys just head straight there, I assume.
Yep. I would, is asking about demon dust enough to pursue a lead on it?
Hello, GM Jack here with a quick rules explanation. So, as I explained with That's Odd in episode 1, Eamon has some investigator abilities now, and what he's talking about here is pursuing a lead. Basically, he gains small bonuses to his rolls when making skill checks to investigate certain things he designates as leads. It's a bit more complicated than that, but that's really all you need to know to understand what's going on. Now, back to the action. Yeah, you can pursue...
Because we're going to be asking about relatively the same
I will
thing.
let you pursue a lead on Demon Dust dealers.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sounds good. So I'll start a lead on that.
Okay.
But yeah, so as Raiji and I go through the gate, I would just, I'm guessing, I've been here a couple times probably. I would just go to where the closest kind of nightlife would be, or the people that would be likely to be involved in the shadier stuff.
Yeah, I mean, where the most nightlife would be is the red light district.
We're going to the red light district.
Word.
Well, it sounds like fun.
Depends what you call fun, but yeah.
Fighting.
As we walk, I'd be like, does Renister seem different to you at all?
Yeah, I think he's undead.
He knows too much.
Yeah, you'll have to ask him about that one, but good eye, good eye. So how were the past few months for you?
They've been fun. I've been fighting. Kind of boring, though. It was a little too easy.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
So you remember what we're asking about, right? We're looking for dealers of demon dust.
No, wasn't paying attention, but thanks for reminding me.
Dealers of demon dust, the stuff that your
Toto.
friend, her, what she had.
Yeah. Ask about Toto. Gotcha.
All right, well, here we are.
Yeah, so you guys, the red light district is the southwest corner of Ward 8, known as the red light district because of the unique red crystals used for lighting that shed a constant coat of red over the area. There's not many torches, it's just those crystals in place of like torch posts that would light up the area. Yeah, I mean, it's a place of drinking, gambling, and sex for sure. Everything you would want. It's kind of like the it spot for Ward 8. And how are you guys going about getting said information? Just, that silver tongue of yours, Eamon?
Yeah, I have the hobnobber thing.
Yeah, you gather information quicker.
I can gather information
you
twice as...
You got that hobnobber in the red light district.
Yes, sir. Old hobnobber. Where I just gather information twice as fast as normal through conversation. So Raiji can still hang with me the whole time, but just like have that around maybe.
Yeah, I'd break off to like be at a bar.
Oh, we're splitting again?
Yeah.
Okay. I would just let that go.
I would get lost at some point. Like you would lose track of me at some point.
Yeah.
I'd be able to find you eventually. You're pretty standout. But.
Yes.
Clarifying question, are you actually gathering information?
Yeah, and drinking.
For sure. 2 diplomacy checks from each of you, Raiji and Eamon. You get a +1 because it's related to your lead.
Who gets a
Eamon
+1?
gets a +1. You just rolled normally.
Yeah, I just roll normal.
Okay, you're using a hero token. I would like you guys to verbalize when you're using a hero token.
I am using a hero token
Yeah.
to re-roll.
And we're
I rolled a 1.
We're changing how it works. If you re-roll with a hero token, you can't roll lower than 10. Hey there, GM Jack here with another quick rules explanation. As I just stated, we're changing how hero points/tokens work in Season 2. Before, we had cards with a bunch of effects on them. A point could be used as a reroll or for the card's effect. That is no more. Now, they are only used for rerolls, and when they are used, any d20 dice roll that is less than 10 is treated as if a 10 was rolled. Basically, your dice can't roll lower than a 10 when you're using a hero point reroll. Now, let's get back to the action.
27.
18.
Okay, that's pretty good. In about... Damn, bro, you guys move quick. In about the time of an hour, in your digging are kind of pointed to the northwest neighborhoods of Ward 8, which is the poorest, shittiest part of the ward. It's not a slum, it's just the worst part. If there were to be more dealers in Ward 8, that's probably the most likely place to find one. It's not a guarantee there's one there, but out of all of the places, there would be the most likely to find one.
As I find Raiji again,
Mm.
have you been drinking?
Yeah, all day.
I've seen you handle it better than most.
Yep.
Surely better than Peter.
These women keep asking me if I want to pay for a night. Are they offering me a room? There's not
No. You can hire a knight in shining armor to accompany you.
a knight in shining armor.
Yeah, way less strong than you, though, so it's not really worth it. We should just go to the northwest neighborhoods. By the way, I found out there might be a little bit of what we're looking for there. Would you mind being able to, I mean, you are fairly recognizable. Could you put on my cloak and the hood over your head and pretend to be some kind of muscle for me?
I will quantify. Most people won't immediately recognize Raiji outside of Ward 7.
Just if we go asking around, people are going to kind of eye us up and down anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing you're worried about is, again, the man gilded in gold going into a shittier part of a ward.
Well, I'm hoping to look, I say this to Raiji, I'm hoping to look like a wealthy man looking for a wealthy man's drug. I just need some muscle with me.
Okay. I have a few of those.
Let's do it.
Okay. After that hour of gathering information from them, about 15 minutes into them doing that, Peter, so you're going to the locomote docks. If you don't remember, you knew.
Yep.
The locomotes are basically long stretches of, think train cars, but boats connected on the river. The Wakata River runs directly through Ward 8, and the docks kind of are tiered. There's a little lower bit that are actually the docks. Then there's slightly higher than them is a bunch of warehouses where people offload and load things onto the locomotes. And then above that is kind of where it just goes out into the rest of the city. The home is on that higher tier, and it is just a basic one-story wooden home just west of the docks, so on the west side of the river. The Wakata River cuts the Ward 8 kind of in 3/4 on the west side, 1/4 on the east side. So you're on the west side where most of the ward is.
And I would have given him as specific directions as I can to the house itself.
Yeah, he can get right to it for sure. There are two dwarves standing in front of the door, basic wooden home.
Do they have the tattoos?
Yeah, for sure. They each have basic leathers, black leathers, a lot of black metal jewelry. Each of them have a club. One of them looks like he's nodding off, sitting down. The other one's just standing there.
I'll walk up to him.
Okay. Oi,
Evening.
what you want, fella?
I want to take a look inside the house.
No.
Doesn't contract work with Sister Wen?
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of contract work?
Down the mines, I blew up some tunnels for him, and I was the one that gave the information on the dealer Zold.
Roll diplomacy with a +4 circumstance bonus.
15.
All right. What you need? Just look around.
I just want to look around.
All right.
Sweet.
Door's open. Doesn't lock.
I kind of figured.
Okay.
I'm walking.
Okay, yeah. Inside is just pretty basic living setup. There's a single room. It's just a single room home. A wooden table and chair in the middle of it. A couple empty barrels off to the right. A bed to the back corner. And a few cupboards on the left wall. Under the bed, there is a false boards for smugglers, little hideaway. And under that hideaway, there is a pull-up latch. What do you call those? Door, essentially.
Trapdoor?
Yeah, trapdoor that pulls up. It is a little off its hinges from the explosion. It's just laying open, and there is what is left of the ladder that leads down.
Does the ladder lead all the way down?
It would. I mean, you could get down without trouble and get back up. Not the whole ladder is intact, but it's enough to get you up and down.
I'll climb down.
Yep.
And then I will, with quick alchemy, make a skeptic's elixir.
Okay.
And I will drink that. So it says the elixir sharpens your mind, allows you to see through lies, falsehoods, and magical trickery. You gain an item bonus to perception, and perception DCs knows falsehoods. Whether they're spoken lies or written deceit, you gain the same item bonus to will saves. The bonus is +2, and the duration is 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I just want to look around.
Yeah, you cook that up and drink it. Why don't you roll perception with that bonus? Hello, GM Jack here, and I just wanted to explain item bonus stuff real quick. So we use a variant rule called ABP, or Advanced Bonus Progression, which automatically gives the characters certain bonuses through level up that they would normally have to get through magic items or runes. Because of this, ABP straight up gets rid of item bonuses. However, a lot of Peter's alchemical items function around item bonuses. So what we're doing instead is allowing item bonuses to skills and other checks as long as those rolls wouldn't already benefit from any ABP bonuses. That way, a lot of the alchemists and in turn Peter's utility isn't nerfed. Just wanted to clarify that real quick, so let's get back to that perception roll.
22.
Okay, there's not a lot here. It looks like whatever was in the safe, there's a blown open, like the explosion was so forceful that the front of a metal safe was blown off. Everything that was in that appears to be been taken by the cartel. There is, at one point, kind of like a bookshelf. It didn't really have books on it, just like equipment on it. And there, like you saw in the Light Rider plate, and Eamon told you there was definitely a desk with some sort of Androidian like tech on it, but all of that has just been blown to smithereens. Not to mention that anything that might have been even worth picking up, the cartel would have taken. So there's not much to find here.
Nothing hidden, though?
You do not find anything hidden.
Okay. With quick alchemy,
Okay.
I'm going to make a bloodhound mask.
Okay.
I'm going to put the bloodhound mask on. So
What does it look like?
This looks like...
Is it a literal mask?
It's a little mask that goes over my
word.
face and mouth.
Or-
So
yeah.
I just assume it's like a cloth mask. It lasts for an hour. Once activated, the mask sharpens odors and gives you an imprecise scent with listed range. You can't wear other masks wearing this. When you use survival to track a creature by its scent, your proficiency bonus is equal to your level, even if you're untrained. And the mask grants you listed item bonus to your survival check. So this is range is 30 feet for precise scents, and I get a bonus of +2. Basically, what I want to do is find a scent that's not, I figure would not belong to either the cartel or Eamon, or just something out of place.
Yeah. Want roll perception with that bonus?
This is for survival.
Oh, yeah.
For tracking.
Survival. Yes. My apologies.
I'm going to spend one of my fate chips.
0 tokens, for sure. You can't roll lower than 10.
20.
Unnatural? Okay. You pick up on you are well versed in explosions. There was definitely a quite powerful explosion that happened here. The smell that comes along with it, though, isn't really something of combustion. It's more of, dare I say, magical, almost. There's like a weird sweetness to the smell. Not oily in any way, but it just what I'm trying to get at is there's a weird smell in here for sure.
Okay. I'm going to leave the house now.
Okay.
Do I smell that at all?
Would you make another survival check?
Use another fate chip.
Okay.
Hero
For
token.
Nat 20. So 25.
Got in.
First nat 20 of the season. I rolled the first nat 1.
For the listening audience, there's now confetti in the air.
You do smell it. Something you could follow for sure.
I start tracking.
You also hear the sounds of an incredibly pained scream coming from a few blocks down.
Fuck.
And you hear, as you kind of head out and you nod to the guards, the one that was asleep gets like slapped awake. He's like, "Oi, stay here." And the dude just takes off.
I will go with him.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to pinpoint where the scent's going, because I have this thing for an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just want to lock that in.
It is going the opposite direction.
Fuck.
He runs left, it goes right.
God damn it. I go with the guy.
Okay. Yeah, you guys take off running. Yeah, Micah, why don't you describe your different getup?
Where am I right now?
You have a man in an alley
Okay.
who may be in the possession of drugs that you are looking for.
Okay. I'm shrouded in a black cloak, a long preacher or prophet's garb.
So just to clarify, you run after this. Another dwarf probably joins you along the way that was around the area. You know that the cartel, they run this place. They're the guards as well. They call them Krogs, or just kind of like the dudes. You turn the corner into an alley. You see what he describes.
Long black prophet garb with a large platinum mask over the face just protruding from the hood of the cloak. It resembles the visage of a dragon, and you can't see my hands, although from one of my sleeves there appears to be a chain bladed all the way to the tip, which is also spiked That's in my right hand. In my left hand, there's a circular shield. It appears to have the eye of a dragon with scripture dotted all over the shield. On my belt is a censer that's just billowing thick smoke. And on a thick chain is a giant tome just hanging at my side. And that is all you can see.
Mm-hmm. And so let's say you have the chain in his mouth, like fish hooking him essentially.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, honest, I don't know where I get it from."
Hear this, you who hide in darkness. Tremble, those who use night as their cloak. For your deeds may be hidden from the eyes of the world, but the eyes of the Watcher are ever seeking. And I pull the chain tight.
Okay.
Her ears ever listening.
Why don't you roll intimidation with the +4 circumstance bonus?
This is what I walk into.
Uh-huh. I mean, you probably recognize the voice immediately.
My reaction's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Token.
Okay. Using a token.
+4, you said?
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay. You say that. You see both of the dwarves by you draw their clubs and go, "Oi, what you doing with that dwarf there, mate?"
He's a sinner.
What does that mean?
Doesn't concern you.
It does. We run this shit. What are you doing with our lad there?
He has information and I want it.
No.
Walk away.
Roll intimidation.
No circumstance bonus. 18.
They give a once over the dwarf. You notice this is too. They don't see any blocky tattoos on him or anything. He looks like a pretty just basic, little chubby dwarf. Very fiery red hair though. And they look at the two of you. They go,
I'll turn to one. I'm like, maybe this isn't our issue.
"Yep, doesn't look like it." And they stow their clubs and they walk away.
I'm just going to walk out to the end of the alley and just kind of hang out.
Okay, yeah.
I lean in closer to him. See that? No one cares. No one is coming. Spill your words before I spill your guts.
I just know it's like I had to get my finger chopped off. He holds up his hand, and there's a pinky missing. It was a door and last north.
I sort of loosen it up. I can't understand the word you're saying.
Sorry, yeah, mate. It's just a bit tough when you got the thing.
Keep talking.
Yeah, there's Dwarven lass in the northeast bit of the place. I think she's a doctor, a surgeon of some sort. She gave me the bag is for the pain of the finger because it got cut off. It was infected.
Is there a bag nearby?
Yeah, he has demon dust.
And that's
on him.
demon dust.
He holds it up. Yeah. Only got a dose left. It's hard to sleep, mate. I just don't know what to.
Can I check if he's lying to me?
Yeah, I'll roll for you. Yeah, I mean he definitely seems horrified in a way that you don't see from like someone who would probably be like in a dangerous line of work, if that makes sense. Like this dude probably doesn't run with pretty rough crowds. And so it doesn't strike you as anything that he said is a lie.
If you ever touch any of this substance again, I don't care if it's a doctor, I don't care if it's God himself. I will chop the rest of your fucking fingers off.
What, mate?
Get that out of
Pees
here.
himself. Soils his pants.
And I just, like, you can't see it because it's just a cloak, but I just pocket it somewhere. Get the fuck out of here.
The what? Pocket the what?
The baggie.
Oh, the dust.
The piss.
Yeah, the piss. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I collected
Yeah,
it.
he gets up and he just runs out of the alley sobbing.
And as soon as that happens, I'll walk back in.
Yeah.
So this is what you do.
Yep.
Well, I got a lead.
Same.
No, I literally have a lead. Like, I smell where I need to go. It's from the house.
Okay.
Can you follow me?
I will be.
God damn, you fucking broke. And I walk out and I go off to the scent.
Okay.
You got to have a ledger for him now.
Why don't you try to find it again?
Spooky things.
Damn it, that's a nat 20. All right. I want to walk back to where I was,
Yep.
and then I'll try to find it again.
Uh-huh.
God.
I'm going to roll in secret for you this time. What's your
+5.
survival?
with the mask is +5.
Yeah. Oh, with the mask it's +5. Gotcha. I hate you. I rolled a nat 20. That's incredible.
More confetti.
That's insane. I know it's supposed to be a secret roll, but it's just so uncanny that I can't do it. Yeah, you get the scent again. Like it never left.
Fuck yeah. All right. And I start heading that way.
Okay. You follow it? You're just like for GM.
Yeah, I'm
clarification.
just following. But like how I usually walk, just slowly. I don't know how you want to do this, but usually where I have my scorpion whip out, but it's just balled up in my in my hand. That's where like falls out of the sleeve.
Weird. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You follow it to it goes north for a bit and then sharply east.
Do I notice his change in direction?
Yeah, you
the
do.
Status
actually.
spell?
Yep.
Coming towards us, I imagine?
Roughly, yeah. He was a bit norther than you to begin with, and then he goes a little bit more north. So he is heading
But we're getting
towards-
closer to each other.
Yes, but he would stop definitely before he gets to you. After about 10 to 15 minutes of travel, you end up at a brewery, it looks like. Not a brewery, a tavern. I don't know what the fuck. They got IPAs, baby.
Welcome to Cosmic Eye.
There's no name on the tavern or anything. There's just a black metal slab above where like a nameplate would be. Just a black metal slab above it. It looks like it's decently busy at this time of day. You have now found yourself in like a couple blocks of what look like taverns and places of revelry, stuff like that. Once you get here, the scent's kind of gone because the tavern itself has a lot of coming and going. So it's at this point it'd be pretty tough to pick anything out from.
Fuck it, I walk in.
Okay, you walk in and you see a dwarven tavern with a bunch of drunken people dancing around in a circle while one dwarf on a slightly elevated stage in the left corner is strumming on a lute, singing drunkenly.
Is there
dwarven
any
songs.
doors leading away from the main room?
Yeah, what do you?
Like, so if we go in the main room, are there like back doors, like backroom doors?
I mean, there's a door behind the bar. There looks like there's a door to the left of the bar, but you see someone exit it. It looks like it just goes in the alley for people to piss. But other than that, nothing.
I don't smell anything in here. It's too busy.
Yeah, I mean, you would be able to quantify that you wouldn't smell anything in here for sure.
Okay. I'll go up to the bar. Is there like an open end? Like, is it like a wraparound bar, or is it like go and then just stops?
It's a wraparound bar. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go up to the bar.
You keep your mask
It's like
on?
a cloth mask.
Oh.
COVID, you know.
Yeah. 6 feet, man.
Boy, mate, gotta stay 6 feet away, please.
Don't be nice.
As I walk up to the bar,
Are you trying to get a bartender's attention?
not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mention that. Just talk under in the mask under my breath.
Yeah.
Sulfur, go see what's in the back room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why don't you roll stealth for your sulfur?
So much cool new shit.
I just got jewelry.
You got
Drip.
taller.
You got drip. Got that Riz.
Raiji's always in a growth spurt.
That's 19.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he just for the sake of the audience, why don't you describe?
Yeah, if you could see it, a albino rat will really peek its head outside of my pocket, just drop on the floor and just crawl to the back.
Scurry in the back. Yeah. Sulfur does that.
And I'll walk into the bar.
Yeah. You see a very burly looking
You got any whiskey?
female dwarf. Yeah.
I'll take a glass.
You got it. She walks over. She pours it. 2 silver.
Dolls it.
She takes it. Well, ain't seen you around. Were you wanted or something? She points to your face with the mask.
I'm feeling low under the weather.
Well, that's fair. Just stay at least 6 feet away from me, please. Then
I'll try.
you got it. Let me know if you need anything else, any food or something.
We'll do.
Yeah. Are you just waiting for sulfur?
There's the plexiglass of dividers between each bar stool.
Yeah. I mean, shortly after, about 10 minutes, sulfur would come back. You do notice there's a bit of a guilty look from him, and you see the remnants of a bit of cheese from his mouth. But he basically communicates to you that it's just a kitchen. Didn't seem anything was off.
That's my boy.
Reaffirming the stereotypes.
Okay. I'm just gonna basically just try to just eyeball this entire place. Just like take like 5 minutes and just look like try to go over the entire place.
Word. Nothing seems off. Why don't you make a society check? +2 circumstance bonus.
19.
Renister, by this point, he would have entered a part of town where it would, you don't have to stop, but it would be pretty risky to keep doing what you're doing. Just because, like, there's a lot more people and because of that, Krogs. That would, like, basically at most turns be like, who is this strange dude with the sensor?
Yeah, no. I would probably try to find a dark alley. Or a phone booth, perhaps.
Yeah.
And just try to, like, stow all that stuff away.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. For sure.
The sensor's still going? It's weed.
Oh, no. But yeah, you got 19 for society?
Yeah.
Your guess is that this is an establishment that Zold frequented because based on the like what you know of, it's just the closest. This block of places, obviously you related to this tavern, but this block of places is the closest group of taverns that was to Zold's home.
I'll
doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything, but that's probably why his scent was the strongest in this route. He probably went to this tavern frequently.
I will walk back out.
Okay.
I'll look around, see if I can find him.
Yeah. I would just be like standing nearby.
Yeah.
But just normal clothes.
Yeah.
Or normal armor, I should say.
I'll walk up to him. Feel any better?
No.
Well, unfortunately, I think this is a dead end.
I might have found something from our piss boy.
Lead the way.
It's just a bully.
And was that... So it was a doctor's office or a...
He never gave you a direct place. He just said that he went to a spot in the northeast part of Northwest. Have I been saying east this whole time?
Yes, you said northeast.
Damn it. It's been northwest. It's been northwest.
Was ours northeast?
Yours was northwest. It's always been northwest.
Okay.
Yep. I just fucked up.
If you get me in the general area, I might be able to narrow it down.
Also, the red light district is in the southwest corner. Did I say that wrong too?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that
he
point.
did
You said the west-north corner.
Northwest corner. Yeah.
Didn't he say who gave it to him?
He did not. He said a dwarven lass.
That's what I was saying. Okay.
Yeah.
It might be able
Did
to
not
narrow it
give a
down.
specific spot.
Northwestern side of town, there's... Just said a dwarven woman.
She cut off his finger because it was infected. Did say that.
Cut off his
So-
finger.
Eamon and Raiji, this would be about when you guys were done gathering information, and
Mhm.
because of status, you would know that Peter is kind of heading that direction as well, so you could just slightly change your path to eventually hit them.
Okay, so we wouldn't stop and like find things in the northwest before
You
that,
would
or
not
no?
have. You gathered information for an hour. It took him 15 minutes to get to the home.
No, I just mean, did we like? So we won't.
You have not.
We have not arrived where we're going yet.
But yeah, by the time all of that happened, would be about the time you would be heading northwest.
Okay, sounds good.
Because you gathered information for an hour. They did their shit.
I asked Raji, phosphorus and, well, just phosphorus, I guess, are the ghost. There's a little rat on my shoulder.
Wait, so how does Status know that I'm
He's
near?
Peter
Okay.
now.
Okay.
He technically doesn't know.
I would
about
just
him.
know
That's
where-
why he corrected
Yeah,
himself.
okay.
Where-
No, I didn't know.
Peter's-
I didn't know if Eamon was saying that to cover me.
No.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Peter is sort of close by.
Who?
Phosphorus is sort of close by.
Oh, okay.
Should we go meet up with him or just continue on our way? What do you think? I'll let you decide.
Yeah, we'll meet up with him.
Okay. He'll be the additional muscle to this ruse.
Oh, wait. We had a whole thing planned. We don't know where we're going, though.
I kind of know where we're going, yeah.
Well, then, why don't we just go without phosphorus then?
Okay. Sure. Sounds good.
Okay.
We continue walking the direction we were going.
For sure. Eventually, you guys end up. I mean, both of you would end up.
Damn it!
Phosphorus and Renister entering from
Peter.
the
The
east.
party is done being split.
From the
Fucking
west?
Fuck! Peter and Renister entering from the east into the northwest. Eamon and Raiji coming from the south into the northwest. So you're kind of entering from different spots. What are you guys doing? It's like I said, it's not nearly as bad as Lowland. It's just the shittiest part of Wardate. So basically everything's one story, made of wood, which is definitely a sign of poverty for dwarves. especially living underground.
There's clearly a dealer around here. I know you like to rub elbows with the scummier parts.
Cartel?
Yeah, them.
So we're looking for a back alley doctor.
Basically. He said he was getting it for pain. So I'd imagine it's a...
I guess you could. There's so many others that would be so more useful.
Yeah, well, when you're a dumbass, you don't really ask questions.
Fair.
It could be used for pain in the way that if you don't remember it being in pain, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And,
It's like using never mind.
It's laced with fentanyl, weirdly enough. Pandemic, really.
I would just try to find someone that looks like someone who might know something based on all my conversations.
So probably
try to approach them.
Or both groups gathering information, I would say.
Yeah. So what Raiji is going to do is follow Eamon's lead to look like he's trying to look like the muscle with like the big cloak, be really intimidating.
Yeah,
but
you want to roll intimidation to assist?
No, I would like to make a performance out of it.
Okay.
That was very aggressive.
Yeah.
No, god damn it.
So you can roll acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
I took a feat where I can roll acrobatics for performance.
Yeah. To clarify, technically that feat only allows you to make the perform action with performance. But I will allow this because why not?
We're all showing off our new
I'm
stuff.
going to use my hero point.
No. Cool.
Your first roll.
21.
Okay. You get a +2 circumstance bonus to your diplomacy roll to gather information.
Okay. I would be attempting to essentially just come off like a wealthy partier man trying to score.
Yeah. Maybe I could pick this up around here.
But not like an intelligent kind, trying to bait people in of like, you could probably sell me stuff for a lot higher price. I'm just a rich guy looking to score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we really got to point this guy in the right direction because we can scam him. Yeah,
Eamon's
for sure.
just totally coming off like a fed. Like, boy, I do enjoy drugs and wish to find them.
Yeah, roll diplomacy with +2 circumstance bonus, Eamon.
Do you
Can
know
it be a
who I would
+3
talk
because
to
I
if
also look
liked-
like an idiot?
No. So what is it?
No.
Diplomacy
with a
what?
+2 circumstance.
Rolled a 5, so 17.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I just like showing off the one thing I'm good at,
Phosphorus
numbers.
and Renister. Phosphorus and Renister, what are you guys? Is Peter and Renister, what are you guys doing?
Does this area still look like an area, like it still has a lot of foot traffic?
Oh, fuck no. Did you go?
I'm going back.
You're going all the way back to get the stuff.
No, it's in my backpack.
Oh.
Because it's just a mask and a robe that I put over my armor.
When you said stashed, I thought you meant you just left it there.
No. I put it in my backpack.
That makes sense.
And so I just like...
I was like, okay.
Some
dude.
homeless guy finds it.
Yeah, he's running around like,
That's jumping from roof to roof.
I'm a preacher. I just like duck into an alley and like appear once again.
Okay, yeah. Are you guys working together? Or
No.
Okay.
No, I'm tailing him again.
Okay.
Incomplete opposite. I'm just going to ask around for a doctor until I find one that matches.
Hear me out, though. He's asking for a doctor, and nobody looks like they need a doctor more than Phosphorus.
It's true.
I don't think
Does
that's
have
true.
specifically burn wounds and acid stuff on him.
on his
on his
cloak.
jacket.
No,
He's
I also have
not
like
injured.
burn wounds.
You should roll in society.
He looks
And
like
I
he's
get
been
a
taking...
+4,
No.
Looks
plus
like he's been
3.
taking crocodile.
No.
+2.
No.
You fucked up my name, so +1?
No.
Okay. 24.
Okay. Eamon, pick odd or even.
Even.
Okay. As you guys are going through the streets, Raiji and Eamon, as you guys make your way through, after about 5 minutes, you probably talk to like one homeless person, Raiji and Eamon. You turn a corner and you see Phosphorus walking down the street. Sorry, Peter walking down the street.
I'd have known he was coming. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You would have been like, oh, we're about to. That's true. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that. Yep.
As I
Hey, Phosphorus.
Peter.
No, my name's Raiji.
Cool.
any luck?
I'm still working on it.
I'm the muscle.
Yeah, you guys have not made any progress yet. That
Not-
you guys would just meet up. You can still keep your rolls if you keep going.
Not right now. I mean, I'm still asking around.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't have talked to a homeless guy because he probably doesn't buy expensive drugs.
That's true. I mean, you didn't know he was homeless until you talked to him. You know,
Okay.
he's just passing by.
My society's pretty good. I thought it'd be like, obviously not the dirty.
I mean, everyone's
Poor
a
guy.
little dirty and poor here, so it's tough. But
Are you
yeah,
a homeowner?
It was more just
No?
for flavor.
Do you have a mortgage?
Yeah, Renister, they're about a block or two ahead of you. So you see them meet up. You're in your prophet get up.
Do I notice him?
Just like Michael
Is he-
Myers
if
in
he's
the
not
distance,
stealthing?
just like standing.
Yeah, you would see him turn the corner, but Renister, you notice that you see a bit of movement on the roof of a building It's a flat roof because obviously it doesn't rain in here. There's a little bit of a top for cover, and it looks like you see a hood like peek over quickly towards the group of these three and then put their head back down. It's about 2 houses down.
Okay. Is there any alley, like a side that I could get up to the side of this house?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I try to make my way over to there.
Quietly?
Yes.
Okay, roll stealth.
Do I see him moving?
It depends on how...
Okay.
I'm not a stealthy guy.
Good
I'm wearing
stealthy
chainmail. It's not a good time. 10.
Okay, yeah. You see Renister come around the corner, incense still burning, a smoke trail following him.
Who do we see come around the corner?
Oh, you see a hooded lizard with a metal mask on.
Lizard?
I mean, you have a dragon mask on.
That doesn't mean I'm a lizard.
What that
You
was
have a
supposed
tail
to
sticking
only
out,
fit
don't
a
you?
It's
lizard.
just sticking out of
Oh,
my mask.
okay, gotcha.
Don't you have
Yeah.
a giant tail?
There's a long cloak on me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
I mean, you
You're
don't need...
aware
Yeah,
of
you
this,
know.
ain't it?
I'm not saying I would
Yeah.
say anything, but
I'll be
Also,
honest with you, Raiji.
he's not a dwarf.
Looks a bit strong.
I tap Raji's shoulder. I say, that's Renister.
But yeah, you get up to the side of this
Is he
building.
behind the strong guy?
No, he is the strong guy.
I know he's strong, but
No, that guy is equal to 1 Renister.
Okay, so I'm at the side of the building.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
What is the other 3 of you doing besides Renister? After you see him...
Do I
you
notice
see
them
him-
notice me?
I mean, probably.
We all
Okay.
just turn and look.
Well, if that's the case, I
Raiji's just loudly talking
Did
like,
you give away any vibes of where something is?
I
would
look
up.
specifically at Eamon and go like that up to the
Up to
building
the-
I'm walking
like,
up to.
You
yeah.
go like what? You
yeah,
shake your
just like
to it?
head,
Yeah.
head
Can
upwards.
I go to the other side of the building?
I would look at Raiji and say, throw me to the roof.
how tall is the roof?
It's just like a 1-story building, so like 15, 20 feet up.
I would say, Raiji, throw me to the roof. If it seems feasible, obviously.
I feel like I would literally have a better chance of just jumping to the roof.
Yeah, I just know I'd
would
get left
agree.
behind.
Yes.
So
This is correct.
I think before he
But
tells
if you
me
look specifically at
that,
me and nods,
I
though.
would just try to jump up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, first you got to clear the distance.
It's 2 houses away.
No, it's 2 houses away from Renister.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh,
It's like 2 blocks away from the 3 of you. Sorry.
okay.
So
Well,
Renister gets to do something before anyone else.
yeah.
We should walk casually in that
You go
direction,
up.
not sprint.
I pull out a rope
Yeah.
and I command it to go up.
Yeah. So your rope unwinds and starts just unwinding itself just straight up the vertical surface.
That piece of shit.
So the other 3 of you are just going over there casually or not?
Nope.
Reggie?
I will go
I-
casually.
Full sprint.
I stance.
Okay.
God, no.
What does that look like?
So yeah,
Fire stance?
yeah, stoke flame stance.
Yeah, fire stance, stoke flame stance.
my tattoos glow a burning hot white, and yeah, start basically flaming off my body, and I book it.
Yeah.
I look at Phosphorus Peter as this happens, and I say, cover the exits as best you can, and start kind of jogging that direction.
Is the road at a decline?
No.
As
start running.
as I stance though in one motion, I do throw my the cape off to land on you.
I would catch it and like wind it up. My
It's
staff
on
and do
fire.
it.
I will say you do notice that, like, unlike before, your cape is probably like you feel it's hot, and
God
it felt
damn
like it
it.
was almost burning.
I like pat it out,
Yeah.
like a fire blanket.
All right. Why doesn't everybody roll for initiative? Right, you go first.
So how many
you-
movements do I got to go to get to this?
1 movement to get to the building,
Mhm.
and you're up to the. Well, you'd probably be jumping at the front of it
Mhm.
because you're on the
Yes,
street.
yeah.
Yeah. So 1 movement to get up to it.
Okay. And if I jump, I totally forget how the jumping
So,
works. So
so based on its height, you're making a DC 10 athletics. If you crit succeed, you can grab a hold to the roof. Otherwise, you'll start halfway up to start climbing.
awesome.
So 20 to get all the way up, 10 to get halfway.
I was just thinking what I'm going to do, but I still have that was 1 movement, and so I still have 1
Yeah, you did 1
action,
jump.
so I could climb myself. I could
Yes.
climb up again.
But
So
you
it was
hit
a
10.
16. Yeah, I got
so
a
you
10 on
get-
the die.
You get halfway up and kind of just wedge your feet in between the top of the door and one of the windows. You're kind of like standing on it, and then you just want to try to pull yourself up. Athletics check.
21.
Yes, you get up to the top and you just pull yourself. You're standing on the ledge of the roof. It's about 20 feet 20-foot square. There's a little ledge that someone could like use as cover. You see nothing up here other than just the roof. And
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, where are you?
you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show yourself.
I'm like, who am I looking for?
Okay, Raiji, you are very confused for a second.
Usually.
Normal.
You see what looks like small little bits of kicked up dust, as if something that is almost invisible moves to the edge of the roof opposite you and gets onto the ledge and then presumably jumps either down or across.
Don't. It's not worth it.
You see a little bit of the dust on the land on the opposite roof. It's not that big of a gap, 5-10 feet max. Do you verbalize anything?
I was like, stop running away to the other roof.
Okay, yeah, you said that. Stop running away to the roof that is directly north of this roof right
With a
here.
5-foot gap potentially.
You
Yes.
mentioned that it's invisible at all? Probably not.
Stop
a lot of
running
things to
over to
say.
that roof
While invisible.
while being somebody I cannot see.
Okay, word. Wonderful.
There's something I
Jesus
can't
Christ.
see very well jumping
Yeah,
from roof
right,
to
clarify.
roof.
But they're wearing dusty shoes.
Eamon, it is your
You got
turn.
like a paragraph in, dog. I will cast Fleet Step on myself.
Okay, yeah.
As you
definitely
see,
do it.
I sort of swirl my hands and winds begin to kick up dust around my feet. I clip my cloak back on, secure my hat into my leather strap across my chest, and sprint away.
Do you just want to get to the house behind the one that Raiji climbed up on?
Presumably the one that Raiji's directing to, yes, just to get close to it.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that in 2 movements because
I
your
have-
speed's 55, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you could
55.
get to in between like the alleyway of these 2 houses that are kind of back to each other.
I only got room for one. It's 2 actions.
Oh, okay.
to
you
cast
can
Fleet
get,
Step.
Yeah, you get about halfway there. Peter.
How many movements am I away from this place?
From like the front 3. And then you'd have to take one to get into the alley. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will full on anything at a decline.
No.
I set up a
Okay.
kicker ramp.
I dash all 3.
Yeah, you take 3
So I
actions.
have
You
to
get
take 3
close.
actions. I will let you know I do have imprecise sense though,
Yep.
so things can't be completely hidden from me.
Yeah, they can't be. Yeah, I mean, imprecise sense does not allow you to observe things.
Correct.
Things
It's also
can-
scent.
It is.
Scent, like,
things
there.
cannot be undetected. They can be hidden. Yeah. Renisteer.
And climb the rope.
Okay. Yeah. Roll athletics. It is now. So you, Raiji, you see the rope, a rope, just like unwind itself to the roof, and then just come over the side, and there's a little jut in the stone, and it just ties itself around the stone. Honestly, you might think it's another invisible thing, with the rope just acting on
For
its own.
sure.
21.
Yeah, you with the help of the rope, you get all the way up, 1 action, onto the roof.
No, I'm just standing in front of Raiji.
Right. Well, Raiji's on the
I'd imagine I'd have heard him say
roof
that too,
facing
right?
the south. Yeah, he's on the roof that's facing the south. You came up on the east side of the roof. So you're on different sides of the roof, but yeah, you see him just
So
standing
it
there.
takes 2 hands to climb up the rope, I'd imagine?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so then I just pull out my shield and whip drops out of my
Okay, for
sleeve.
sure. Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but I hope you're on our side.
Oh yeah, I guess he's the prophet right now.
I am. Real quickly, I just realized this. Probably should not have a platinum woman fly out of me. That marks me pretty easily.
Yeah.
Can it just be a giant dragon eye?
Yeah.
Just to, basically like Tezezio's eyes opening.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Raiji,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Reggie just
Jesus.
talks to
Everybody
GM.
just got here is what they did on their
Oh.
turns. They just tried to get here. So
Um,
yeah.
Okay.
You have a rough estimate. You might say this thing is hidden to you on the other roof.
right.
It's
I,
just over the lip of the other
just over the lip, and how close is the lip?
roof. I mean,
Can I leap it from here?
no. That would be 30 feet. So definitely not.
I'm pretty sure it's like 25 feet I can leap, but it's
Well,
almost.
either way, that's if you get.
I could land directly in the hole if I get a really good. So
I mean,
yeah,
you can 2 action just get across though, no
Yeah.
roll
yeah, I do that,
because of your jumping stuff.
yeah, I run
Anyone
and
else would
jump.
have to roll. Yeah.
and then I guess If I don't see it, I try.
I mean, you know it's hidden to you. You can target it. You're just rolling a flat 11 check. If you fail that check, you just don't hit it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, what are you doing?
Well, I'm sparking. So I'm gonna.
Well, I'm sparking.
I'm sparking. So I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Okay, yeah. So roll just 2 flat checks first. You need to hit 11 or higher.
Okay. Yep. And yep.
Okay, yep. So now you can roll to hit.
Okay. First one is I use a hero point.
Okay, first one is I use a hero point.
I rolled the same thing, but it makes it a 10 with the hero point. So I got a 19 on my first
That'll hit, yeah.
attack. And then the second one is a much better roll, 22. That's 27 damage.
Okay. Yep. So what do they look like? They're kicks?
Yeah, it's basically I'm either kicking or swiping with my hands, and it's just basically the flashing spark is just heating up the air enough to where it like slashes
Yeah, across.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel like you're connecting for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No sound, don't see anything.
Mm-hmm. Guys, I'm fighting a ghost.
It will run. It would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Attack, yeah. Jesus Christ, dude. It's just specifically I've rolled 3 4s.
Glad you're starting off hot this time.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah. It was a 13.
That does not hit.
Okay.
So he gets to the edge of the roof. You see it's a fucking invisible thing, and I'm still using male pronouns. It gets to the edge of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly see it like jump down, which it does take damage from that.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
After you kick the shit out of it.
I just want to defeat you.
I want to fight, okay?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you see. And then Eamon. You see Raiji run and jump to the other roof. His classic sparking kicks and punches fly out.
Mm-hmm.
At something.
Do I see something hit the ground?
No.
Okay.
It jumped into the other main street. So you do not have
I
a
can't even
direct
see
line
the
of
street.
flight. Yeah.
Okay. I see where he's looking though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You assume that something went over the other side.
As he screams, I'm fighting a ghost. I scream back, we'll keep that ghost alive. And
You say you're fighting a ghost?
he did.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. For sure.
I say, we'll keep that ghost alive. And I use my movement. I'm going to get.
Yeah, you can get all the way to the other street with one movement.
First of
Okay.
all,
You can cross the whole alley.
even Raiji knows ghosts are dead.
Do I see anything?
You do not see anything immediately, no?
Can I seek?
Yes.
Do I roll perception for that?
Yes.
Okay.
So 1 action seek after 1 action move through the alley.
That's a 22.
God damn it. Yeah. Kind of tucked there. The house on this side has a bit of a overhang in front of the doorway, and it looks like something that's invisible has kind of tucked itself. You see a bit of dirt and trash shift on the ground. It's tucked itself into that just tiny little alcove to hopefully erase its presence to some degree. It's hidden to you.
Okay.
just
Is there a
clarify-
thing? Is there another action to reveal it to the party?
No, if it's invisible, it
I just
can
have nothing
never-
else to do with one
Yeah.
action, so.
It can never not be hidden unless you have ways to see through.
I will use my last
you can't,
action.
You can't point at where it's at, though, can he?
Yeah, he can call it out to the other guys that
that's
don't know
true.
where it
You
is.
Can,
So
you can 1 action point it out.
he'd still be hidden, but
Yeah.
they'd know where to go.
I just
now.
say on me and use another movement to get right up on it.
Okay. Peter. Be 2 actions to get through the alley.
I'll make those 2 actions.
Okay. You see Eamon standing in front of a house.
kill the house.
Sacrifices must be made. No.
Already.
Brings the house to blow.
That's what you get for using magic.
I will. I guess the range guys are going to melee. I'll run at them too.
Okay, yeah. You just get in front of the...
Do you bump into something?
I just want to get as close to them as possible so I can try to get a scent.
Okay, yeah. You smell a bit of damp fur. Renister, you're on...
I don't think I have this anywhere.
What are you looking for?
The backpack. How does that work?
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so you have a backpack that has a glider in it.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Yeah.
by the way.
Mine's back in this place.
Action to activate it, pop the wings out for sure, and then you can glide. What are you trying to do?
Trying to get as close to, because it was a 25-foot gap in between.
No, that was if Raiji didn't move to the edge of the house.
Oh,
It's like
gap.
a 5 to 10. It's like in between a 5 to 10 foot gap. It's
Yeah, I was trying to
pretty-
jump roof
You would
and
have
gap.
to basically roll a 1 with your athletics to not cover it, but it would take. You would stop to roll. I honestly don't think the glider would be of much help here because there's a building in the way of the ground level that you need.
there's
to
not
be
like an
able to-
alley to the side. I'm assuming the glider's too big for that.
Yeah.
Move up 10 feet, jump, then another action to move the rest of the way of the building.
To the edge of the building. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just do that.
Okay. Athletics check. You have a +9 to athletics, right?
Yeah, unnatural 20.
Yeah. You literally just need it, nat 1 to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, technically with a natural 20, you would get enough distance to where if you wanted to,
It was
run.
unnatural 20.
I know.
Oh, okay.
If you run, make that jump, you would land a little further onto the building so that if you wanted to, you could use your movement to get off and fall down
Gotcha.
to where Peter and Eamon are on the street.
Land on top of it.
Okay, so wait, what am I doing now?
Instead of only having the movement to get to the edge of the house, you can jump off if you would like. So
Okay.
where
Down to
Eamon
where
and
we are.
Peter
We're on the
I can
ground.
just use my.
missing.
Oh, but I don't have an extra action, do I? It's my flaps.
That's a reaction.
Oh, yeah, then I'll do that.
Yeah. So you jump down.
Mhm.
What is the flaps come out?
Yeah, you can't really see him because you just see like this
Yeah.
hooded figure like flapping to the ground. Like, not flapping, but just like falling
Yeah.
to the ground.
Yep, for sure. You land.
Yeah, that's it.
Raiji.
Okay, well, I go and
Jump down with an action.
yeah,
Yeah.
I jump down to
It does just
where
be
he
one
was.
action. You don't take damage because of your
'Cause
catfall.
Yep.
So like literally 4 people have boxed whatever this is in front of the alcove.
Yeah, well,
Hiding in the alcove
there-
was the worst thing. you
I
could have
just
ever
imagine
done.
they're all around him, and I come
Yeah.
straight down
on top of it. Okay, yeah. Go
So I'm
for
gonna
it.
try. I'm gonna roll real quick. That is an 11.
Yep. That's what you need to hit.
And then I'm gonna roll again. That the second one doesn't for the flurry of blows. So,
Okay.
so first roll that is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
8 plus 4, 12 damage.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you like drop kick on him.
Mhm.
That's only 2 actions.
Oh yeah, because I was just moving.
Yeah, and then you flurry blows.
Word.
So Renister jumps down, the whole cloak flaps out, and Raiji jumps down and drop kicks right on top of this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to combat grab.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that? Remember.
You swipe at your opponent and grab them. Make a melee strike while keeping one hand free. If the strike hits,
The ground.
you grab
Yep.
the target
Yeah, I
using your
remember
free hand.
Yep. Go for it.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll to see if I get an 11. I don't. So
Okay, yeah. So you think you know where it is, but you don't. You hear a voice come as, look, I can't turn this off. Took a potion. I don't know what you guys want. You can take everything on me if you need it.
Are we still in combat turns?
Technically, unless you would like to end it.
I mean, like one person can't decide that, right? Because I would.
I mean, your group
but
can. Yeah.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah. Make a counteract check.
How does that work again?
You are rolling +6 again. Yeah. So just roll with a +6. I'll tell you what happens because it matters on the strength of the magic you're trying to dispel.
That's a 14.
What level are you using to cast it?
Second
If you
level?
succeed, you can only dispel things that are 1 level or more above it. If you critically succeed, it's 3 levels or more. If you fail the check, it's the level or even. Or
Do
less.
I have an idea how much, like, how
Yeah,
high
you've
level
been-
magic this
you've been
stuff
studying
is?
okay,
It's a
I mean, this
potion?
is probably something invisibility. You would definitely have a better chance of doing this at 3rd level. You would only need to succeed instead of critically succeed.
Okay. 3rd level.
Okay, yeah, you cast it. You succeed, and you see materializing just like out of magic in front of you.
So for visuals, it would be just like almost like a light breeze is blowing off the invisibility.
Oh, that's kind of hard, bro.
That might be the only thing I like about that.
Gets magic that gets rid of magic.
Yeah, you see
it's
a
self-hating magic.
brown furred rat folk, alert yellow eyes, a scar along the left of his jaw where there's no hair growing. He wears a hooded black cloak, and you can see what looks like. The party has a new lead, a doctor that is supposedly giving their patients demon dust as a form of painkiller. Is this doctor an android like the other dealer? Who is this rat folk that was spying on the party from the rooftops? What is going on with Renister's alter ego, the Prophet? All of this and more. Next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.